Just like we inherit our physical DNA from our parents that shapes our personalities, we also inherit something called cultural DNA. Hello there! Welcome to my channel, Deconstructing Patriarchy. Let me ask you something. Why do you think so many of us are waking up to realize we are not normal? What even is normal? How am I supposed to feel in this body, in this lived experience? These are some great questions, and I'm going to answer it with another question. What if the stories we have been subliminally told over and over and over again, not just through our own lives, but through 6,000 years, are actually part of what I call the disease of patriarchy that is keeping us limited in our beingness in this narrowly defined playbook that patriarchy creates for all of us? How did I arrive at this question, and what are the answers? Well, that is the purpose of this channel. Here's the thing. Just like we inherit our physical DNA from our parents that shapes our personalities, our physical beings, and so much about our health, we also inherit something called cultural DNA through our stories, both known and unknown, that have been building on each other for 6,000 years. These stories teach us how to act, think, and behave within this narrowly defined playbook that I just mentioned patriarchy has for all of us in order to prop patriarchy up and keep it going. It is what defines normal and demands that we all conform to it, no matter who we are and what our neurodiversity is. That's what we are going to do on this channel. We are going to first start with understanding what I mean by patriarchy and where the hope is in understanding this political structure and how to even understand history from a very different lens than we've ever thought of potentially before. Then we're going to go looking for these cultural stories and deconstruct them. We're going to go a step further. We're going to reimagine our stories, starting with our creation story, starting with the idea of what a savior is and why we might not even need a savior. That's the fiction work I'm doing. And we're going to rebuild ourselves and our society based on these news stories that we're going to get ourselves excited about to create and then to tell each other. And here's a little personal note for me, just so you know how I operate. I am just discovering how neurodiverse I am. I thought it was just ADHD, and now I might actually be on the spectrum of autism. Wouldn't you know? There's two things to know with that. Well, three actually. One is it's because of my neurodiversity that I've even been able to peel back the layers and take from all these different areas that I've learned from, not just from one angle. I do not have a degree in any of this, but I've pulled from a lot of different angles to create this idea that gets me really excited about recreating our society. Two is that my energy ebbs and flows in a very different pattern I'm finding out than a neurotypical person. And I need to honor that. I also want to honor my commitment to get these videos out and to get these ideas out. So sometimes the videos might be great and I might get my point across really easily. Sometimes they might be really well edited. The third thing is I do tend to go on tangents. Oftentimes these tangents lead to new big aha moments, and I'm going to allow the tangent to dictate whether or not they stay in and ask you to challenge yourself to follow my thought. Some of you that are neurodiverse or neurofluid might find that very easy, and other people that like linear things might find that a little bit more of a struggle. I'm going to ask you to evolve with us and challenge yourself. Just how to make sure I got that caveat out so you know how to operate with me, because we're in this together. Whether or not you are neurodiverse or neurofluid or neurotypical, this is a space for you. We are going to do this work together. We're going to challenge each other. We're going to get creative, and we're going to evolve together. And I think you would agree with me, even if you do consider yourself neurotypical, that you've also felt the weight of patriarchy telling you to be normal in moments when you just want to be freaking human and have a human reaction and have your human emotions and not have to excuse yourself and be all buttoned up and nice and neat for everybody else around you. Wouldn't you agree? So if you are ready to challenge the narratives that culturally build this DNA that I'm talking about and understanding what that even means, if you're ready to explore new ideas of how we can move forward by looking at the past and reimagining the future, then please join me here on this channel. Make sure you join the conversation. I also have a Substack. I'll have the link below, Deconstructing Patriarchy, if you just want to search. I so look forward to this journey together, to deconstructing these stories, reimagining new stories, and being able to change our society, even if it's not us, maybe our grandkids. All right, so much love. Bye-bye.